Um, I want to give a very quick disclaimer before I even start the video that there's potentially going to be a little more background noise than usual, simply because there's currently a storm happening outside. I've tried to adjust my mic settings accordingly. In fact, I've already put on my moisturizer. That's why my face is so shiny right now. But yeah, so hopefully it's avoidable. If not, I'm sorry. I hope this video is still enjoyable. But yeah, basically today I am going to be doing a little makeup. Get ready with me. It's been a while since I've done one of these. I've got a lot of new viewers since then, so welcome. I've got a little holiday party that I'm going to later today, this evening, and I also wanted to film a couple of videos, and I don't know if my face is going to be in them or not, but I'm going to do my makeup now just in case. Kill two birds with one stone, I suppose. But yeah, so like I said, I've already moisturized, or done my first layer of moisturizer. I feel like I've got such dry skin that I have to do more than one layer, and kind of let it absorb a bit. I also don't know why, but my lips are really dry today. Yeah, I'm going to be using Vaseline all over my face. People are gonna judge, but yeah, basically, I feel like it just creates like a more protective, like moisturizing layer. And if I'm going to be wearing my makeup for a relatively long time, this is kind of the best way to ensure that it won't be too dry. But I will need to let it kind of absorb a little bit before putting on my makeup, so yeah. I actually did my nails this morning as well. They're like these red kind of cat eye nails. I feel like they're pretty festive. I did them I redid them like 3 days ago, I think. And they were navy, but I did such a bad job. Like, I originally wanted to go for like a shimmery white kind of like snow effect, and it just went horribly wrong. And then so I painted over it with navy, and it was just a disaster. So I redid them, and they're these red, which I don't know how I feel about it right now. I feel like I've been liking having lighter colored nails rather than darker, so I don't know. Okay. I have been on kind of like a foundation skin color, I don't even know, kind of like a quest to find the perfect foundation, because I have really, really sensitive skin and something called perioral dermatitis. Not a very relaxing sounding thing, but basically what it means is that I need to wear makeup that doesn't have any products that will irritate it. So it needs to be a very specific brand and product. And I also have very, 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 very pale and like neutral to cool undertone skin. So it's been very difficult to find something that doesn't cling to my dry patches, doesn't irritate my skin, and actually is my skin tone. It's been nearly impossible, but I did order a product, which is the Morphe Hint Skin Tint. It's very liquidy, but I've been so busy lately that I haven't been able, I haven't really done like my makeup, so I feel like I don't really know, have like a good impression yet. Like I don't really know yet how I feel about it. It does need to be shaken quite a bit, but this is in the lightest shade, which is Hint of Ivory. Fair with neutral pink undertones. So yeah, we're gonna just try that out. Maybe I'll prime too. Yeah. I feel like growing up, I was really insecure about how fair my skin was, like how pale I was. But then my old boss, they were watching the show The Great, which I highly recommend. It's a pretty good show. And they were saying that the lead actress, Elle Fanning, they were like, this is going to be a really weird thing to say, but she has the exact same coloring as you. Like her blonde hair, her eye color, her skin tone. And I was like, oh. And so I looked and watched the show. I feel like it's very interesting seeing someone that has very similar qualities as you. Like something that you're somewhat like insecure about, but like someone else has the same thing and is not insecure about it, I guess. Or seemingly not, you know. I've got like spots all over my chin, and I'm just realizing that. I wonder if you can see on camera. Probably not. But yeah, I feel like it's a very like funny thing, because you're like, oh, weird. Like you just kind of sometimes get so swept away in your own like perception of things and your own like judgment of yourself that you like sometimes forget that the world exists around you, which is a very like somewhat narcissistic thing to say, but I think everyone can relate to that. Okay, I'm gonna use like a mirror to see closer up. The only annoying thing about these mic settings is that I kind of have to be like really close to this microphone, which isn't exactly easy for actually like physically navigating the space. Okay. That looks pretty good as a base. I'm going to probably just put a little more on my hand and just start to kind of like build it in places that I want more coverage. But yeah, so I'm trying to embrace my natural just skin tone, like love it and appreciate it for what it is. I just think like, oh sorry, it's sometimes very difficult, especially when people like don't even have your makeup shade and like really, really like fake tanning and everything like that. It's just kind of like weird to me, you know, in hindsight. Yeah. Hopefully it didn't just make it like streaky or anything. No. Well, that's good. I actually feel like this skin prep made like a big difference. My skin looks very like not cakey at all, very like glowy. The coverage obviously isn't like full on this, which is personally something that I like, but other people probably would prefer for it to be a little fuller. Okay. Let's try and adjust this a little better. Okay. I don't really have a concealer shade right now. Just trying to save money recently, and I have this concealer that I just don't like, and the one that I did like ran out. I'm color correcting, which it seems weird to like put purple on your under eyes, but give me a minute. So I ran out of the concealer that I did like, but I was like, oh, like it's just wasteful and unnecessary to spend the money on, you know, the other one when I have this one that's, you know, fine, that I should just use, but I regret that decision because I hate it. Yeah. Okay. So I just put that on because the concealer is a little bit dark for me and not quite the right undertones. Where even is it? It's the Fenty Beauty one. It's just like, I just really don't like the formula. It's so cakey and so like creased. You have to put on like the tiniest bit and like build it, because whoa, it's just like so thick. Okay. But yeah, I've been trying to just like accept kind of like the like natural things, I guess. That's not even true though. I'm a very unnatural person. hate fake tanning. And if I hate it, then like, why am I doing it? Nobody's making me. Okay. It's happening. I don't know if I should put this on some of the like little blemishes. Let's see. It's not bad. But yeah. This season has been so incredibly busy. It's just been wild. I find that I just get very overwhelmed. This time of year has like ever since my childhood just been like kind of a circus because my parents, like I was like a split custody child, so Christmas time was just kind of like back and forth, like so many different houses and like parties and everything, and it's just like very stressful. And I was hoping that with age that would kind of become like less of, but I feel like it's almost the opposite, where there's just more things to do. Like there's friends, there's work, there's still like both of those families, but I also like really want to spend Christmas. Like I love going to my boyfriend's Christmas dinner and like with his family. Guys, I literally like, I mean, I think I've got bigger problems than saying this, but if they find my ASMR channel, but his family's like, I really love them like they're my own. They're just very good to me. It's really nice, like it's really nice that the families are like that, because like our parents like know each other, like they all worked together. It's actually really funny. My mom and his mom worked together while they were pregnant with us, and my dad and his dad also worked together, which is just funny. So it's just really nice because like everyone gets along, and like I love them, and they're just like, it's just like very warm and family feelings, which sometimes is a little bit strange, which like sounds kind of just like a little bit emo to say, but it's true. It's funny how having being around a functional family unit is, you know, comforting. Oh no, okay, so I really want one of those like magnetic eyeshadow cases, because this eyeshadow is like a bajillion years old. Definitely expired, definitely probably a hazard, but it's also like disgusting inside. And then my other eyeshadow palette got eaten by my rabbit. And like obviously like they're expensive and I don't really wear eyeshadow enough to like justify me getting a new one for like the case alone. So that's not the best wing in my entire life that I've ever done. But we're gonna smoke it out, so it should be okay. I don't think I have to redo it. The optimism. Okay. Yeah. I think tonight should be really fun. One of my very best friends is home for the holidays, and I'm not sure if this is the only time I'll get to see him or not, but yeah. It's really funny. Basically, I'm just gonna air out all the dirty laundry for the sake of rambles, but in high school, I had not a very good group of friends. Like, oh, smoking it out is not helping me in this. So I didn't have a good group of friends in high school. I kind of did when it started. But then I think as you kind of do when you're in like a new environment, like probably like second semester, like the second half of the year, I became friends with this group. They're very like close knit. And I feel like it's like a very popularity climbing vibe, I guess. Maybe not even like intentionally, but it's what it was. Like, I think because like I don't hold it against them anymore. Like, I haven't really been friends with them for many a years, so it'd be kind of weird if I did hold it against them. But holy mackerel, it's really going crazy outside. Yeah, I think like at that age you really don't know any better because you're just trying to like fit in, and it's like your most insecure times, right? So you're just trying to feel valued, and a lot of that value comes from what other people think of you. That's really not something to be like ashamed of feeling like you've kind of, gotten sucked into that. Because I think like when you're a young person, a teenager, you get very easily sucked into, I don't want to use the term like lambs to a slaughter, but you try and follow everybody's lead because you don't want to stand out, like you want to, you're just learning social cues and things like that. So, it's a very weird stage of time. So, yeah, it was just very like competitive and kind of weird, and like they just weren't very kind. And to be fair, like, I wasn't either when I was in this. Like, I'm really not innocent in all of this at all. Very complicit. And I wasn't even like, we weren't even popular is the thing. Like, it sounds like popularity climbing to like the extreme, and in an extent it is, but, yeah. Anyway, so it was just very competitive and like very like toxic. Like, if someone liked a boy, like everyone would go after them as like a competition thing, which is like really weird. To like prove, I guess, your worth, or like, I don't know, just, it's very like insecure teenage behavior. And so eventually it was just starting to feel like very excluded. And like, just like, I don't know, kind of like everybody was speaking a language that I like really didn't understand. Like, I kind of came to the realization that, number one, I was miserable because it's kind of the thing of like, if you're being negative, you're feeling negative. Do you know what I mean? Like, we would hang out and they would just go on their phones through Instagram and like just talk and be like super judgmental and talk shit about like every single person that they like saw. And I always, because I was like insecure, and I think I tend to see stuff at like face value, like I get tricked easily a lot of the time when it comes to social stuff. I thought that they were so confident that they really believed like, oh, I'm better than this person because blah 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 blah. And I was like, oh my god, like, you know, I don't feel that way. But then I just kind of realized that all of that behavior is just out of like even deeper insecurity. But it's just sad to put others down to make yourself feel better, and it doesn't work, and so it's not productive. So in my last year of high school, I was kind of just like done with it, and I was wanting to do whatever I wanted to do and didn't really want to follow the pack anymore. And I really wanted to be in a band. And so I started a band. And it was kind of the group where it's like you can't be friends with anybody else. And so being in this band like showed me what actual, like, it kind of helped break the illusion, because everybody else didn't care. Like, everyone was nice to each other, and this like music scene, and not even the music scene, but just everybody else, like, were hyping each other up, and it was so positive, and it really showed me like what I was missing, really. And so that made me like grow very distant, and they kind of like pushed me out after that. I mean, like, I like isolated myself, but I just like kind of don't believe nowadays that it's like you need to, it's just sad that you have to completely burn bridges, I guess. Like, I don't know, I just find it stressful. Like, if I see those girls now, like, it's just a little bit uncomfortable because of whatever, and it like didn't need to be that way, you know? Anyway, so they were kind of just like over it, and then totally like gaslit me to be like, you're the one who did this by like getting new friends. It's a really bad situation, but my two band members, oh wait, no, I'm not gonna do this yet. My two band members ended up being like the best friends I ever had. And we would like do everything together. And So one of them moved away and went to university in Toronto. Actually, they both moved away and went to university in Toronto, but one of them came back. And so, yeah, it's me and the one that came back. She's like my very best friend in the world. Like, I would take a bullet for that girl. Like, I've never in my life had a friendship that just felt like that, which is just like pure love. Like, I just love her so much. And the other one, like, I absolutely adore as well, but obviously we don't get to see him very often. We do, like, he comes home quite often, but, you know, and we FaceTime him, but he's at like a different stage in life, I think. Just because he's like climbing a career path, you know what I mean? So it's kind of just like different values, I guess. But that doesn't mean that you stop being friends with them or anything like that, or you're not as close. It just means like you've got less in common, I suppose. I don't know. It sounds like I'm trying to be shady, but I'm really not. He's awesome and I love him. But yeah, he's back in town. And so our other friends are hosting this like cocktail party, and yeah, he's gonna come too, which is really fun. But I think that this will probably be the only time I see him before I go, or before he goes, because everything is so busy. Wow, the weather's really going crazy today. I have to make like so many Christmas presents still. The ones that I bought, I have, so that's good, but, yeah, I was like, oh, I'm gonna make a bunch of them, and have yet to do that. So that's kind of hectic, because I only have, like, today and tomorrow to do it, really. And, yeah, so, it's just busy, but I try not to get too overwhelmed. I'm very much the type of person to get really stressed out. Like, I don't have everything I feel is just so intense. Like, there's no kind of like chill element to it. So yeah, but I'm going to be filming hopefully a couple of videos today. It's a little bit unfortunate about the audio, but and like the background noise, but we will prevail. I think getting something out is better than getting nothing out, I guess. Because you really like don't know what people are going to enjoy, I guess. That's one of the like weird things about starting this channel, is that I was starting it because I was in a really bad place mentally, and ASMR is something that has always helped me, and doing this is just something that keeps my mind, busy on like productive and calming, more mindful things rather than like the infinite thought and worry of my brain. But because I started this YouTube channel really not expecting it to get any growth at all, like really at all, I guess wasn't prepared for the element of like, oh, what do the people that are actually watching this channel want to see? But you kind of can't mind read, really. You just have to post what you want and people will watch what they want. And there's no rhyme or reason, really. And I think it'll kind of take a bit of the fun away if I try and do it for someone else, I guess. If I do it for myself, it's like, look at all of these like friends that like what I do. But if I do it for other people and can't please them the way I'd like it to, then I just feel disappointed, I guess, in myself. And I don't want it to feel that way. The most important step, lashes. I really don't know what I'm going to wear tonight. It's like cocktail party themed, but I don't really have any like cocktail attire. I don't even know what cocktail attire is. I think I'm the type of person that would rather be underdressed than overdressed, which is kind of strange because it's not that simple for me. Like, I could very easily overdress and look like, be happy, like I'm not the type of person that doesn't like really hates to like stand out. That's not really my problem, but it's more so that I think like I like to feel, I don't know, like I like for it to come off like I don't really care in the most I care way possible. I got these two lipsticks as a Christmas present from my boss, and I don't really wear lipstick. What is this company? Pat McGrath Labs Satin Allure lipstick. And then this one is Vicky Mina. They're very similar colors. I've tried this one and I like it. I don't really wear lipstick, but I want to try this one. This one's a little more brown, which isn't really my thing. Maybe it is. feels pretty light. I don't know if I'm like the type of person that can pull this color off. Sorry, I look crazy. It's actually like a really pretty formula. I don't know. It looks very dark on camera and like lighter in the mirror. It's probably the light, but I don't know. What do you think? Should we do my hair and then we'll see? Probably. Oh my gosh. Oh, I could put gloss on it. Does that ruin the whole thing? I also didn't like do this side right. There we go. That's a little better. Yeah. Maybe we should do my hair. Maybe I'll wear red lipstick to the holiday party today. Although I don't wear lipstick, so maybe red is like too intense, aggressive. We'll see. But yeah, someone on my most recent video asked for an ASMR hair tutorial, which boggles my mind because I am horrible at hair. So the fact that anyone thinks that. My hair looks somewhat even good enough to ask the question is crazy. Whoops. Okay, it's kind of loud. So basically, because I'm kind of like, I'm going to my cottage for Christmas, and so because usually we do Christmas at my grandparents', but this is our first Christmas without my grandfather, and so it's just like, there needs to be like a little bit of a change. It's too sad. So because I'm going away, I have to wash my hair. Oh, it's kind of still damp. I have to wash my hair on a different day than I usually do. Which means that I can do a slicked back look, which I like to do because it's so easy. I know it's kind of been like overdone at this point. Like, it's nothing new, but I went to sleep with wet brushed out hair, and like there's nothing salvageable about this floofy mess, so can't decide whether I want a red lip. I like a slick back look. I definitely don't like it or wear it as much now. This makes me want a red lip really bad, I think. I can't tell. Yeah. I don't know if I gel before or after I do that. I'm gonna do before. I have this got to be glued. Actually, you know what? say I have another gel that's not so like intense, but it's too hard. I don't need a lot. I'm not going for like that military girl's butt. Oh, another big update that I'm very excited about is, you're really not even close to me anymore. Basically, I got a new computer. A new to me computer. Because basically my entire life I've only ever had Mac laptops. Which has been good. Like, I really don't use. I'm like a sucker. I get totally drawn in. I'm like, oh, I'm gonna get an iPad and I'm gonna use Procreate every day and it's gonna make its money worth. And then I like never do. Like, I love having all of this, like, I think it's like a very ADHD thing. It's like, you're like, oh, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do this. And then you lose your attention span. So, yeah. But I have, like, I don't really use it that much. So, it's been fine for me. But, when I had COVID this year, COVID for the first time in 2023, kind of embarrassing, but yeah, when I had COVID this year, I was so sick and bored, and my boyfriend was playing this game, or had just gotten this game, hadn't played it yet, called Baldur's Gate. And I hate that mascara does that. Called Baldur's Gate. And for you who don't know, it is basically like a Dungeons and Dragons universe video game. And I've always really wanted to play Dungeons and Dragons. Like, both my sister and my mother play it. And I don't have the time, and I also don't know anyone who's like a dungeon master or anything like that. So, yeah, so I was like super excited about the concept of that, and he showed me like the character creation, because I do love The Sims, so I do like character creation. And then I kind of was like, you know what, like, I really want to play this. So we played it together when we had COVID, and it is the best thing that I've maybe ever done. We definitely spent like 80 hours on our gameplay, on our like game, whatever, and it was like, it's like the best game ever. It's like the perfect like fantasy. The characters are incredible. There's so much detail, so much like, it's just so good. But I was playing it on his computer, obviously, and I was like, you know what, I want to like have my own playthrough, and I would love to like make videos about it, because I think that it would be like such nice video idea and like do kind of that. But my laptop can't run it at all. I don't have enough storage. It's a huge game. So I couldn't do it, and I was super upset. But my boyfriend, for a really, really long time, he's like an engineer. Well, he's like an engineering student, but he's not a student anymore, so I don't. But he's not like a legal engineer, because I don't know what you call it, but basically he was saying that when he graduates, he really wanted to kind of like build his own computer as like a graduation present to himself. And so he was kind of planning on do this, like, you know, maybe like 6-7 months after he graduated. his parents, or no, not his parents, but recently there was a sale, like a bundling sale of some sorts at like the computer supply store. Can you tell I don't know what I'm talking about? And he ended up being able to save like $800 on like his computer, so he decided to kind of push it ahead a little bit. You know, treat himself. But the deal was that because I was also giving him as like a graduation present like money towards his computer because that's what he wanted. He just gave me his old one. So it's kind of like I bought it off of him. But yeah, so now I have a computer that can run Baldur's Gate. I've already bought it. I've already started playing again. I want to play through with him as kind of like an evil character, romancing Astarion, or Astarion, however you want to say it. But I still really want to do a playthrough with you, and I am going to be doing it in the same like game style, like the same character, the same essentially storyline as the playthrough that I already did. Number one, because I think that's like the nearest and dearest to my heart, and also just because like I know the character, I know like, you know, it's just like easier, and also because in patch 5 they released a new like romance ending, so it's a must. I need it. So yeah. So that should be coming soon. It'll probably have to come in the new year though, because I don't really have the time right now. But I'm very excited about that, so there will be gaming videos on this channel. Hopefully it doesn't take up like all my spare time, but I hope that it will be good. Okay, so this is kind of the makeup look. Can't decide if I want a red lip or not. I kind of like the nude. I also think for like if I'm filming multiple videos today, maybe the nude is less like, wow, she's filming multiple videos in one day, but I'm not sure. Yeah. But I also got, along with the lipsticks from my boss, I got these, which is a pair of Coach earrings, which is very fancy and very generous. They look like this. They're the little heart ones. And I kind of wear both gold and silver jewelry, so I wanted to, what is that? Looks like I've got like another hole. Weird. So I wanted to try these on. And probably wear them today. Are those cute? Are they too dainty for like this look? I'm not sure. Should I wear all gold? Holy mackerel, I've got my blinds shut, so I don't even know what the state of things outside is. It seems really intense. It was snowing a little bit earlier, but I checked the forecast and it didn't really say that it was going to be snow, so I can't tell that if it's like a snowstorm or like a windstorm or what. Oh, that's kind of important to take this out first, but yeah. Anyway. video. I'm sorry that it was